before I start the press record. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
What up, everybody?
Yeah.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everybody. It's in the booth. I am your boy Messenja, a.k.a. Kaiser.
I can't.
Ramona Estelle.
CJ.
Ramona Estelle, a.k.a. Ramona Jones.
I'm just Jasmine.
Just Jasmine.
Sorry.
And this is
Stephen Gibbs.
And
the family.
And the Giblets. And the
yeah, I got the tribe in here.
Yeah.
We ain't got no mics.
And it's still one missing.
Still one missing.
The one that's missing looks exactly like you.
It can't be.
But
Yeah. All the same face.
strong jeans.
Strong jeans.
Strong jeans, bro. Yep. Hey.
Thank you guys for joining us in the booth today. Please like, share, and subscribe to the show on the Facebook, YouTube, and all podcast platforms, including but not limited to Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts.
Yes.
Yep. And if you would like to sponsor, advertise,
Why are you singing all the words?
I know you ain't talking with your crazy same executed run that you bring back for 6 months now. Don't do that.
Do the run.
I'm not. No.
Oh, now you don't want to do it.
Nope.
Look
Because
at
it annoys
But
you. I'm not gonna do
rebellious,
it.
but that's rebellious. Or if you want to donate to the show, hit us up at the email in the booth pod pod at gmail.com.
Or if you want to just miss a step, just cash out me and tell me what it's for, and then I get it to everybody. Yeah, that's $.
And his cash app is Ramona Estelle.
Because his administration skills is on zero.
We add too many steps.
-5.
Money. Go to the post office. And, no.
At 3 o'clock.
P.O. box.
Walmart, right.
Meet me at Arby's.
Why Arby's? Why? Because they ain't got no line? Right. We like you,
Anyway,
Arby's.
no roast beef sandwich.
I mean, they
Me like them. He love
But
them.
you're right. They never have a line. Like
Still be
Arby's,
sold.
you in and out,
it's
bro.
wrapped around. And,
And the only thing I like at Arby's is curly fries.
I don't even like
They got me
those.
fresh.
Huh?
They got some good stuff. The job.
They got
Yeah,
chicken
mozzarella
tenders.
sticks.
Chicken
gyro,
tenders.
whatever it's called.
I think this actually pronounced gyro.
Yeah, heroes are good.
But I just call them gyros because everybody else calls them gyros. I say gyro, look at me like I'm crazy. So I say,
Right.
that's a gyro or gyro. Just give me that.
Right.
Those are good.
Yeah, they good.
You eat Arby's?
Yeah. I don't eat them a lot. I eat the gyros or gyros or euros, depending on where you're from.
They all the same thing.
And I eat the beef and cheddar. That's all I get. I don't like the curly fries.
Yeah.
You don't like curly fries?
I
No,
don't.
it's too
That's the
greasy.
best thing they got.
Yeah.
It's
That's
crazy.
the only thing I eat is the curly fries.
I like the cricket fry.
I prefer crinkle
Man,
fries.
I'm hungry
I'm wondering
now.
why all these people are here today.
Yep.
I asked Mr. What y'all call it? The Giblets?
Giblets.
Mr. Gibson and his family to come on the show to talk about legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing about my dad did pools. He was a pool plasterer. He wanted us to do something a little different than him because of the extreme heat and different things. So he took us to work, showed us some of it, but he paid us next to nothing.
Gotcha.
So we didn't want that profession. But he also gave me music and still preaching, and he was a pastor, and so those legacy items he left for me, and it's what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
And so I've asked you guys, and all of the houses that we had to be in, y'all came and did something on most of them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you for and I always seeing you with your kids, and your kids will always. Y'all do the measurements, and your son, I think it's 7/4 and 15ths, and y'all go out. I was like, man, this is so dope that he knows and he's teaching his kids as they come up. So talk about introduce us to your
and tell them
family.
what you do.
Okay, I'm Stephen Gibbs. I'm the founder of the Sanctuary. It's a Christian nightclub in Atlanta. That's one of the things I want to talk about because they all been raised in that as well. I also own Gibbs Enterprise, which is a home improvement, home repair company.
And he's dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is
give us everybody's name.
all right. This is Ramil, my only son.
And how old is he?
He's 19.
19.
And a few people
Weird
down,
game.
it's his twin sister. They're actually twins. She's 19. That's Serene.
Oh wow! I didn't know they were twins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Why you ain't never say nothing?
Right.
I mean, y'all looking like
Wow. Okay.
Next to her is my twin, Tam. That's my
Yes.
firstborn.
Yeah.
And one is missing. That's November. November was actually my first employee with Gibbs Enterprise.
So no.
November.
So you're the oldest, but you don't want to do all the main related. Bro, once a show,
Yep.
his phone is gonna ring. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Every show, his phone will ring once. So you do more of the business with the club.
Yeah.
All right, talk about that. You grab this mic. Talk about what you do for Dad for the club.
Okay, so I started with the Sanctuary when I was 10 years old. So at first I would kind of just help out in the kitchen, like, help mom, whatever, and put plates together for the food and all that. And then as the years gone on, I got older, I helped with the marketing and advertising, a little bit of hospitality, and as of right now, I've mostly been in the kitchen. So I kind of also cook for a living, so I cook at this point.
You a
I
cook?
at this point.
You chef?
You a chef?
I wouldn't say I'm a chef,
put
but
the
like,
pressure on
I can make some dinner. It'd be good.
How do I add to my grits? Yeah.
Like I work at Publix. So I cook chicken mostly at Publix, so I'm used to cooking. So that's what I do these days.
All right.
That's
Now,
what.
what do you do?
Now me, I'm pretty much the go. Like I'm like the runner. I'm like whatever you need me to do. That's what I'm doing at the event specifically. I'm usually like I set up the lives, set up the light for the lives, photo booth, like all that. Anybody that needs.
So technical, like
Yeah.
you can get in there and set up the lights, the cameras.
Yeah.
Who taught you all that?
I learned in high school,
Okay.
and I bring what I know to the table when it comes to the Sanctuary.
What class you took for that?
Audio, video, technology, film.
They got
What?
that in high school now?
Yeah.
Audio, video,
I would've taken that.
technology, and
Man, I would have been. I was in the strip club.
Right.
I would have been in class.
Mother, had me get it.
I wouldn't have been getting
And your
bathroom
mother was
passes.
a teacher.
I wouldn't have been getting bathroom passes to go to the gym and play basketball.
Oh my, I'm mad at you.
That's all of it.
Man, yeah, but like
Wow.
for
So
real.
now, what do you do?
Well, specifically in the Sanctuary, I do pretty much.
Well, just everything, not just the Sanctuary. Just
Okay, well, I also work with my dad, but I'm gonna start with the Sanctuary. So I'm kind of all over the place. I help a lot with the setup. Like
We came up with a cool title to describe what he did. So tell him your actual title. Then you can tell him what you do.
No, I don't remember that.
Like,
It's
no,
production
Dad.
support or something, right?
It's something close to
It
that.
was something we called it production support because he helped set up. But go ahead, you can finish. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But,
I
yeah,
thought you want
I
your cool
handle
title.
a big part of the setup. I answer the phones, and as of today, I started managing the social medias.
Hey.
Yeah.
With the
Marketing team.
With the home improvement company, what do you do?
Well, I've been working with my father for a very long time. Like, November is our other sister. She was the first official employee, but I was like the first one to start. Like, we started out, we built our deck at our house, and that was like the start of it. And I've just been working with him over the years. Like, a lot.
And we had several projects in, because everybody who know me around Free Life once we left Fayetteville, we moved from house to house to house until we finally decided to buy. I think we lived in 6 houses in 6 years.
Yes.
And every time I moved to a house, I
Call
brought
it
the
still.
Gibbs
Yeah.
and the Giblets
Yep.
to do to do some work in each
Yep.
of the houses. And then when we moved to this building, you guys put up a wall. I was telling, just saying a little while ago that when I came back, the dust from the from you guys having to do whatever process.
The
it was.
drywall and sand.
Everybody came out looking all dusty together. And it was just awesome to see.
Yeah.
It was cute. It was funny, but it was awesome to see the family doing this together.
Absolutely.
And so, legacy. A lot of people can't work with their kids.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't be around their kids. A lot of people can't. A lot of men. I told my daughter, me and your mama are spending our literal life together.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Every
different from
second of the
saying,
day.
baby, I want to spend my life with you. But your literal life, which means y'all work together, y'all go everywhere together, y'all do everything together. She on the show with me. Everything is together. Can you spend that much time with your loved one? And I think it's really awesome how you do this with your kids. So talk about that mindset, man. As a father, did you Did you sit out? Did you ever think about? Yeah.
When you started the business, did you ever think I want to get my kids in it one day?
That was I don't know how to answer that really. For me, it goes back to this. I didn't grow up with a dad, and so I always said, even as a kid, I was gonna be the dad I never had.
Wow.
And so, because I grew up, I felt like I had a disadvantage because all the guys I worked with, even when I first started doing this, I worked at the water company, so I started doing this at the water company. But I came in, didn't know anything. I didn't even know how to read a measuring tape, and all the guys looked at me like I was crazy. You don't know how to read a measuring tape? Did your dad teach you that? And I felt kind of bad about that.
Wow.
So I always felt like I had a little bit of a disadvantage. So I said, when I have kids, it's not gonna be that way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so as I learn stuff, there's certain things in my house, I give them a choice to learn. Certain things in my house, they're gonna learn because I'm their dad.
Right.
And this was one for my son. Like, yo, you're not gonna be a grown man not knowing how to work on your house.
Right.
And then my daughter, the one that November, she liked this, so she took hold to it and she wanted to join. So I taught her everything. Every time they showed interest, I would show them.
Yeah.
Anything they took interest in. But some things it didn't matter the interest or not. You're gonna learn how to work with your hands. You're gonna work on a car. You're gonna be a grown man, know how to change a tire, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
And my pop, who's a great dad, he's in heaven now, took a different approach. Like, he didn't show, who showed me how to cut grass? Kaiser or Messenja. Messenja. Yeah, we said I'm CantonJones, I'm Messenja, and he called me CJ, and I call him Kaiser.
Gotcha.
So nobody knows who we talking about.
We got to use the names that's up there. So Messenja taught me how to cut grass when I just got married.
A grown man, yeah.
Grown man. And
he was like,
it was like my dad, because my dad always paid a lawn man to kind of, I don't know if he was trying to teach me another way to say, but I just, because of that, I was just intrigued to cut grass.
Yeah.
Now, when he taught me how to cut grass, I was like, yeah, I'm over this. Really. But at least I know. Yeah. At least I know. And so then I went back to having a lawn man. I was like, I see now why he got a lawn man. But now I taught Minion how to cut grass. You know what I'm saying? Taught my son. And I just felt like I'm trying to find as many connecting points with my children as possible. And that's why I'm trying to do it. To whether we connect on playing basketball, we connect on doing music, we connect on cutting the grass, we connect on, now y'all gonna clean the house. I ain't really gonna connect with you there. You gotta clean your own room.
Absolutely.
But I see the connection that you have with your kids because you guys work together, and I love that connection. And so I applaud you as a dad, especially for you not having a dad, breaking that generational curse. To really, really be a good father to your kids. Yeah. And I could tell that they love you, bro. And so they'll fight for their dad.
I was gonna say, when we did Kingdom class, all of them came to Kingdom class. It wasn't just him and his wife, like the whole family. Like we set the tables out, man, they come in and take 2 tables. I'm like, okay, we need more tables in here. The Gibbs just came. But yeah, everything they do together is like, man, I love that.
I absolutely love that. There's a family that we always pictured, the LeMays.
Yes.
I don't even know if y'all know this, Pastor LeMay, but you got 3 boys and one girl. And, one of your boys made it to the NFL. I'm telling you like but one of his boys made it to the NFL. One of them was a quarterback for Georgia. And but how he treated his family was always dope to me, And one of the times he couldn't be there because 2 of the boys had championship games at the same time. He sent me. He's like, please, I need somebody there for my son because we can't be there. So, and I just felt it as an honor to go to that game for him in the place of his dad. And so I love what you're doing, bro, with your family. And I always watch from afar, but I see how stuff move, and I love that. So you how do you tough question, chastise, or because your kids are older now, they're not kids, how do you deal with them from a business perspective to keep them in line with business? You know what I'm saying? Because you're not dealing with them as a kid, you're dealing with them now as adults.
Gotcha.
And you got to do business like business. If somebody's late, if somebody messes up a wall or something.
What's the dad and business owner like?
When we clock in, it's just dad. I mean, it's not dad. So when we clock in, dad is out the window. It's just Stephen, founder, CEO, that kind of thing. And I don't feel like I never had to have a verbal conversation. It's just the way we interact. Like, even like they clock in and clock out. Like my son clocks in when he starts loading the stuff in the truck. We've argued over pay before. It's never like, hey, come on, son, I'm dad. You gotta give me a break. No, it's like, he's
like,
my son.
Dad, you cheat.
Yeah, because I remember, I remember the first time.
What is this? I can't get jiggy with this.
I think it happened when he transitioned from helping me to working for me, and he said something to me that made me respect him a lot, and I had to start paying him. Because before I looked at it like I'm training you, you're in my house, I'm training you
You're an
to do this
intern,
stuff.
yes.
I feed you.
Yeah, and then he said, because then I think I had him helping me on jobs. I wasn't paying him in the beginning. This is a long time ago. And he said, do I get paid for this? I said, nah, you just helping me out. He said, well, I did the work. And so that's an opportunity for me. Like, yo, I didn't want to raise him to work for free. So I'm like, yo, he did the work. So, okay, so now we had to discuss the salary.
Yeah.
But then she questioned how I chastise him. I chastise them like I chastise anybody else. If they late, they get fussed. If they break stuff. Only difference is, since they live with me, they have to hear it a lot longer. Like, man, you broke the shutters? Man, we about to be done the job. You broke the shutters, man. How much they messed up the job today because you broke the shutters?
Yes, you can't get off of work.
You carry to the dinner table and be like, bro, I can't believe you broke the shutters today. What was you thinking?
Bow your head. Let's pray over this food, Lord. He broke the shutters. Bless this food.
He broke the shutters. I respect what they learn because they chastise me too. And I mean that because I set a standard that gives enterprise. We don't cut corners.
Yeah.
Right.
So it get those days when things are running a little crazy and like, okay, I'm gonna do it this way. It's like, Dad, man, you can't do that. That's a cutting corner. You can't do that. We got to go back and fix it. Like,
That's good.
so I sigh, but it's a proof like, okay, you're right. So
I love
So
it.
who's that right there that says, Dad, you can't do that? Which one is?
it's him.
That's you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you, man, we gotta do this right. Gotta do it excellent.
You gotta get in the mic, bro.
You stand up a little bit.
No, you got to get in the mic.
So you're the one that says, okay, you're the standard keeper.
Yeah.
In the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the perfectionist.
Okay, gotcha.
And I like that.
I like it.
It's annoying, but I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now my daughter, like Love Jones, I mean, I got all kind of standard people. Like, you can't say something to one of the kids.
and then not go across the board. Yeah.
I got a recording brain in one of them that would say back to you verbatim what you said. So you got to make sure that if you gonna set a standard,
Yep.
you got somebody that's gonna
Dad,
remind
remember
you
what
about
you
it.
said.
And so, but I love that, you know, and they reach for that standard when they see that standard in you.
Yeah.
And so, all right, we talked about so the girls are not as much on the side of the home improvement.
Well, November it was, but she moved. I guess she did too well, so she moved. she moved to Nebraska, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, November was like I said, my first employee. Like, he worked and helped me out, but he was like, he didn't, you know, in my house, I don't force him to do anything like that. Like, yo, if you want to do it, come with me. If you don't, even with the ministry, I waited till they asked me to be a part of it. And so I didn't want it to be like I forced them into this. And I always gave them their own room to grow into who they want to be. But when it came to November, she showed interest. I hired, like, yo, we're going to do this for real. Are you serious? Like, okay, cool. So I hired her. So she worked with me. Then when he was at Taco Bell, like, dude, you can work with me. I felt like a big time. Like, yo, I could pay you more than they pay you at Taco Bell. Come work with Dad, man. So I bought him out of Taco Bell.
You buy his contract. I love it.
Brought him out.
Yo, you at a Taco Bell? We could do better.
Yeah.
So when it comes to presenting new ideas, because you guys are young and you're innovative, you are You see things changing all the time. How do you suggest new ideas to your dad, and how difficult is it to get him to
I like to hear this one because I hear rumors going through the house about this kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so for the most part, like just suggesting new ideas, my dad's pretty open and receptive to hearing what we got to say. He's not one of those, no, my way's the right way type people. If it's a better solution, yeah, let's try that, you know? So it's usually not difficult. Like, he's
Okay. What was the last thing y'all told him to change and he changed for you because you said so?
I got to think. You got to get back to me.
Give her a moment.
Because all the time, I don't want to say what it was, but there's certain songs that my kids, when they come home, they was like, Dad, that song is, nah, or it's too long, or it's too this. And they'll tell me, and I make the proper adjustment. I also ask questions.
Yeah.
What do they want to do? And I try to implement their thoughts and ideas into what we do. They kind of keep me relevant. Because church, for me, in my mind, it's kind of over as far as a kid coming up. So this experience is for them, And so everything that I do is kind of for them as they're coming up, as they're being molded. So in my mindset, like, what do y'all want to see? What do y'all want to see? What do y'all want to do? And it challenges me down to my outfits. I go in there, hey, try to build myself up. The Bible says praying in your most holy faith, building yourself up. So I build myself up before I go in there at Lovey and Minion, and then I'm like, hey, what y'all think?
And that's the pose too.
What y'all think?
You better than me. I don't go that far.
Man, Lovey. Now they don't agree. I wouldn't do those shoes. Then Minion, I would do those shoes. Them the shoes. No. And then I'm like, okay, so I'm sitting here, but I'm trying to implement them, trying to show them about all parts of what we do, things to be considered from your outfit to your craft to everything, just to take them through the process of it. And so as a dad, when do you give freedom? And then when do you say, no, this is the way it has to be based off what God told us?
But that's it. If God told me, there's no argument with them. Like, I don't ask them their opinion. I tell them, and I ask them what they think, but it doesn't matter. If God told me to tell you all this, and we've had some very, very transparent conversations. So I tell them, and how I leave it is like, this is what God told me to tell you. It's up to you. So whatever consequences come from you not listening to what I said, you have to own those too. As your dad, I have to tell you, I'm obligated to tell you, this is the way, this is not the way. But I've always given them freedom in that to an extent. It just depends on what it is. Like,
have you ever had workers to work with you that are not your kids?
Yeah.
Do you see the difference in grace?
They laughed at that. I don't know what the worker did, but they laughed when you said that.
Somebody got. Wait.
Have you ever had
Y'all got a story? Y'all got a story? Who worked with dad that didn't do right?
Don't say their name, but what they do.
You can say their name.
I mean, my boyfriend actually works with them right now, Okay, it's fun hearing the stories from both of them. Like, yeah, your dad did this. I'm like, babe, today.
It's weird because I try not to be cliquish in that sense because these are my kids and they know how I operate. So when we have new people, I have to ask them, is it me or does he just suck? Is he just lazy? Is
it's fun.
And they always have to tell me, like, no, Dad, it's not you. Or,
like, babe, it's what he did today.
Keep in mind, Dad, it's his first day. Okay, I have to tell them because I have different standards for my kids. I work with them for like years, so I'm expecting someone to come in off the street to have the same experience or the same chemistry when I, hey, go grab the two and they know what I mean. Or, hey, we're doing this job, that means get 2 X, Y, and Z. He might get 2's X, but he don't get the Y and the Z. I'm like, dang, should I tell him something different? So my kids kind of help me gauge who I can hire and who I can't. We'll try them out. I'm like, yo, what do you think about this person? No, they not that. We don't need to get them no more.
So do you give your kids the advantage when you have new people around?
I think they automatically have it because they was raised to be this.
Yeah.
But no, they don't have. It's cool. It just depends on the person. Like I've had people who've had that's older than my kids, and I've left my son as a foreman on the job. Like, hey, watch over her, make sure she knows what doing. And it's always been respect. It's never like I had to establish. I just tell them this how it's gonna work, and they understand. Because most of the people I hire, they know me outside of Gibbs Enterprise.
Right.
So they automatically know Stephen he don't cut any corners. He's very specific. I have a certain number of excellence that I operate in, so they expect that when they come. And then when but I don't know how they feel about having kids in charge of them.
Right, I was going to ask you that. Are these people older than your kids?
Yeah, they're older than me.
Okay. So they got to listen to a lot of young people tell them what to do. I love it.
But I think they see the ethic in his attitude. Mill has, he has a better attitude than me on my jobs. Like, he's a liaison. I can lose my cool on the job, and I talk to people. I feel like I'm talking to them in a normal tone. And they say that you like, I feel like I'm talking. Calm down, I am calm. So sometimes they have to go behind me and talk. Like, he didn't mean it that way. He whatever. But so I actually kind of watch him, the way he deals with me. Even when the stuff I don't know how to do, the way he deals with me kind of convicts me. Like, dang, I should be better than that. Because awesome. I don't do good at like people have the shelves stuff they put together. I never read the instructions, so I always suck at it. Oh, my God. So, and I have it backwards. Instead of him losing the cool, hey, Dad, no, you got it backwards. Hey, you just need to do it this way. And if it be me, I'm like, dude, how'd you get it backwards? Like, I have a different attitude. So I watch that from him. And sometimes I have to like, yo, you go talk to him. Because I can't. Because I might say something.
That's good, man. That's good. So the boyfriend is working with Dad.
Yes.
How long has he been working with that?
It's been a few months, like maybe 3-4 months.
3-4 months, yeah.
Give or take.
Okay, so how is he doing?
How is he doing?
How's he doing?
How's he doing?
He shows up.
Well, that's the first step. Yes.
Yeah, he shows up.
So in other words, you got to send your son to talk to him.
He tries.
No, he does good. Because he came in not knowing anything. Yeah. But the cool thing about him is he let me know that when he came on board, he knew that. And I also explained to him, hey, man, I expect you to know things, but I know you don't know things, so forgive me if I think you know more than what you do. So he already kind of understood that. But the one thing about him, he claims he can't be offended, so it works great for me. But he's willing to learn. He does listen when I'm trying to. He's willing to take criticism. Now, whether he listens or not, when I'm telling him what I need, hey, we're gonna need hammer A, hammer B. Leave these out here. He'll load them in the freaking vehicle, and that's upsetting. Especially when, like, where's the hammer? Oh, I put it in the truck. Like, why'd you put it like that kind of thing? Yeah. We gotta work past that. But other than that, he is willing to learn. Yeah. And the cool thing is, his pay is based on how well he does. So that's a motivating factor. So as he learns more, does more, he gets paid more. Okay. And that was his doing. At first, he didn't want to work for me. He wanted to work for free.
Like a man.
Yeah, she had a problem with that. I didn't have a problem with it.
No, that's not what we're doing.
I feel weird about doing this kind of work and not paying you nothing. I got to pay you something, so I started paying him like minimum wage. So he said, okay, because he felt like he had to earn it. Yeah. And so part of it, I think, is his personality. Part of it, I think, is his personality, but the other part of it is, I think, it's because I'm Tam's dad, and he's trying to impress me with me. Yeah, I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah, he was like, you don't have to pay me. I can't be offended.
Yeah.
He said all the right stuff. I can't be offended.
Yeah.
I don't need hours. Yes.
Sunflower seeds all over the world.
When I called him and told him I was interested in hiring him to work with me,
he was so excited.
I wanted to negotiate a deal. He invited me out to dinner and bought my dinner.
He's like, babe, we got a business meeting.
Hired. Like, okay, cool. He's like, I think we should go out for dinner to have this discussion. Okay, cool. Then he was treating like, where you want to go? We're going to Longhorn, so I was good.
He loves
that. He took you to Longhorn.
He took me to Longhorn
to get hired.
Yeah, to get hired for an interview.
That means his family already got money.
Nah.
I don't know. She said,
No, it's just no.
That didn't equal that.
No, it's so funny.
Certified He broke with the blue check. Yeah, he's certified.
But he is willing to learn, and I like it because as he learns stuff, he becomes proud of it. Like he's a housemate, like he does all repairs in their house now.
Oh yeah, he was like, babe, I'm fixing up the porch. I'm gonna build you this, and this. I got you. Just let me get the materials. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, so it's cool to watch that happen with him.
Okay.
So I remember when I was in his shoes, I didn't know nothing, and my boss made me feel like I didn't know even less than what I thought I knew.
Wow.
I remember I went to Job Corps, and so I came out cocky. Thought I knew everything. I didn't know nothing. And the guy was like, you know how to paint? Like, of course I know how to paint. He's like, show me. So I dipped the brush in like, bloop. I was like, He said, you don't know how to paint. He said, matter of fact, if anybody asks you, do you know how to paint? You say no, because you're going to mess around and get yourself in trouble.
Oh,
That's what he
wow.
told me. That hurt my feelings bad. You know?
Thought you knew something.
From here to like here. I'm like, yes, sir.
You put a paintbrush in the paint.
You like, what kind of paint is that?
They didn't correct me in Job Corps. Apparently, Job Corps didn't show me nothing. So
Thought you knew something.
gave me confidence, but didn't show me anything. But when he said that, he's like, you don't know nothing. Matter of fact, if anybody ever asks you, you tell them you don't know anything because you're gonna get yourself in trouble.
So like what you're building by faith,
Yes,
you didn't have for yourself because your dad wasn't there.
exactly.
So the motivation, because your kids are all grown now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you've done your job or you're still doing it?
I always feel like I have a job to do. I'm a dad. Like I'm a career dad in my mind. Like I don't want to stop being a dad.
That's what.
Like that's just me. Like I give advice
reach
on
our pound.
everything.
Pass it down.
Like she don't live with me no more, but I still dad her. We had these conversations all the time. Like, Tam,
the
you need to
house
do
up top.
this. You need to do this. I think you should do this. I'm always gonna be a dad, but no, I don't ever feel like I'm done. I feel like my job should be less and less as time goes on. But I don't feel like I'm done because I have a lot more. I have a lot of experience, relationships, marriage, second marriage. Hopefully, they never have to have that experience, but I have experience. I'm always willing to pour that into them. But before we go any further, I do want to share a statement from November. She, I told her I was coming on. I wanted her to be represented, so she texted me something about her experiences working with Gibbs Enterprise.
All right, November. The girl that looks just like you.
I have not read it, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be a fan.
Oh, okay, come on.
Found out.
She will speak her mind. She's one of the kids that will tell me the truth about how she feels.
All right,
She
let's
really
hear it.
is.
And it's always usually the opposite about how I thought she should feel. But anyway, because even when she moved to Nebraska, like, I don't think this is a move for you. She said, Dad, I heard what you're saying, but I got to do this for me. Cool.
Gotcha.
Living the best
All
life
right,
ever seen.
anyway, so things I like about working for Gibbs Enterprise. I love the family-oriented company. It didn't just feel like family, it was family. I originally started working there just to get some more money doing something I knew how to do. It gave me the chance to grow as a person and learn so much. I've always had a type of love for home improvement projects and helping with them around the house. With all that being said, working with family, your family does have some challenges. Sometimes you take your work problems home with you, so you never really got a full sense of being off the clock. When mixing work and family, you must find that balance, or you could be left feeling overwhelmed by the constant presence of your family.
Wow.
And the one thing,
that's good.
The one drawback I think to working with her, because she's like the type of person who likes to have her own space. So we would work together. And I'm looking at it as a separate front house. You know, work together. All right, kids, y'all want to hang out later? No. What about tomorrow? No. What about let's catch a movie? No. So I have to reach out to ones who don't live with me to hang out. Like, so Taylor, you want to watch a movie? Yeah, I'm down. Okay, cool. So
After work, it's like we don't want to go hang out with our boss.
So that's my thing. Does it feel like dad or boss on the job?
We need like a day for it to switch back over.
So clearly, boss.
I need that. So, baby, me and you've been working together forever. So,
But she's the mom.
how do you get your space away from me?
You be mushing that
for
man.
men,
I do that. I do.
I do get mushed.
Yes.
I do. I get punched in the arm, all of that type of
I
stuff.
know, because I see next to her.
Right.
Sorry.
So, but we've been working together.
Well, you love the studio, so
we'll spin it.
I take advantage of that. So if you go to the studio and you have to do a beat or whatever, and I know, okay, I got 3 hours.
Yeah,
Right.
So let me-
That's when you start watching Marvels and all your shows and stuff like that. Then I come back
kids,
in.
leave me alone. I'm about
when
to-
I come back in, like to use the restroom or something, she be looking at me like,
Why are you here?
Right.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? My show's not done.
Which one?
But in this last home, like this home, I told somebody the other day, my biggest house, I was most depressed in my biggest house. And in my smallest house,
Yeah.
which is what I'm in now, is the smallest house I've ever been
We
in.
all on top of each other. And
I got
love it.
I got the most peace
Yeah.
Wow.
that I've ever had in my life. But I also don't have a real space for the studio. So I've been trying to make beats in the bedroom. Or,
That was not it.
Now Minion got the most space and he has the biggest studio because I gave him. The Lord told me to give him all my stuff. I didn't understand then. Understand now is because if me drawing away for those 3 hours, really it's 5 or 6, 7 hours.
Yeah.
You come back outside and your kids have grown. Like, boy,
This is true.
Boy, you taller. You know, since the last time I've been outside.
Yeah,
Or,
it's
boy,
true.
You got a beard. You know, and so I was missing because I've been doing that all my life.
Yeah.
And studio time, the time stops for me. I don't know what time it is because it stops for me. So God had to really train me and redo my whole life to teach me how to exist without a studio room. So, but with that, I just be in her face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, don't you got somewhere
what we
to be?
doing? So now I finally got, you know, my green screen room and my TV room, and now I got my studio little space because I understand the Holy Spirit would tell me, you've been in here too long. It tell you, you've been in here too long, stop now. You know, like in the middle of like, Lord, I got stop now. So I'm learning how to come out of the studio when I would spend. So I was asking, how do we spend? But I noticed now that I really haven't been spending my literal life with her, because when I go in there, I'm in there for a long time. I'm really learning how to. I'm learning from you, because you have grown kids. My kids are still growing up. How to work with my kids, but still give them their space. My kids have half of me, half of her, and which means they'll be like, ah, the house will be like, ah, and then the next second you can hear a pin drop. Everybody in their room to themselves. Everybody got their own space. Yo, Yus will put himself to bed. He's 6. He's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, you 6?
I got it.
He just put himself to bed. I'm going to bed. So I'm learning.
Knocked out.
It's weird, bro.
Yeah.
It's weird that he would put himself to bed at a weird time. Everybody like hype outside, his kids out there. He's like, I'm going to bed. And so I'm learning. I'm learning because that I so want my family to be tight. I want to make sure that I teach them as much as I can teach them. And I just love the fact that you have an entertainment side that you teach them, and you have a
Business side,
labor, just a man. I just love that, man. I applaud that for you and your family. Man,
Appreciate it.
Keep that going. And then I know you went through a tough time with a divorce, and you still had to keep it together through that. You know what I'm saying? As a father, and so I understand how tough certain different life is, but you keep these kids with you, and I applaud that so much, man, about what you're doing with your family. So I know sometimes I don't be calling, and sometimes it seems like you can't get to, but I be watching. I watch.
Especially on the timeline. Another one for Gibson Enterprise. We're doing, and they be doing the project. Everybody be in the background.
I absolutely love it, man, because nowadays, especially in the African American community, we don't know what family look like. And we're trying to pull that out more and more of what a dad looked like without prying. And your kids will tell you, all right, Dad, we need a break from you because you're our boss. Or now let's spend time. And the fact that you're a dad that want to spend time with your kids. That's amazing. That's amazing that you want to do that. I can't stay awake for a kid cartoon. And anytime we watch it, go to the movies, I go to sleep
immediately before it starts.
Stay up, but I fall asleep on all kid cartoons. But at least I'm there.
At least you're there.
And so
they know it. So
they know it. They're like, Daddy gonna go to sleep, and I be trying.
In 3, 2, there you go.
Sometimes I feel like I'm awake, but I still be sleeping.
That's because the movie theater is perfectly cold.
Yeah, it's perfect. And they got the
So
recliner
comfy.
chairs that is dark.
But I fall asleep on all movies. Well, maybe.
No, I'm the person I fall asleep too, so I can't talk.
Right, I get a good nap in the movies.
If I pay for a movie, I am not going to sleep. I can't do it.
No, perfect.
Mona cannot fall asleep on any movie.
I'm too cheap. No,
she can't fall asleep, no matter how tired she is.
If I seen it 100 times, I'm still gonna watch the whole
I'm
thing.
like, man, I will fall asleep in the middle of the best part of it.
I can't do it.
I fall asleep at the beginning.
Right.
Wake up, the credits going. I'm like, man, that was a good nap.
All right. My dad does that all the time.
And my wife
He'll be watching the movie. He'll go to sleep. Wake up. You sleep. That's how I know he was asleep.
I don't want to know
You
I was
weak?
asleep.
If you sleep,
He asked if we sleep. and that's how we know that he was asleep.
Oh, you know how to know if you had some things.
We'll see if I'm caught or not.
Yeah, I be dozing off at the movies, and then we get in the car. My wife be like, "So what happened to the girl in the what's your girl?" I'm like, "Well, she got out. Got out. Where? She got out and went. Where she went? Where did she go? Who did she meet up with? The dude." She be like, "You was asleep."
Your wife a teacher, man. She a teacher, bro. She gonna give you a quiz.
Oh, man.
That's funny, man. Man, we thank y'all for coming.
Yeah,
man.
You know, y'all gonna play this game with us. What's the
Of
game?
course.
Ooh, I'm down.
Just 3 things right
I'ma
quick.
win.
Yeah, we got.
You gonna put them on
We love games.
Fix
You
the
gotta wake up.
All right.
Yeah, we're just doing 3 things.
3
Just-
things. All right. 3 things you won't let a non-family member borrow.
Doesn't matter what order. Doesn't matter what order you're going in.
Non-family member.
My car.
Car,
Okay.
definitely.
And I don't
Doesn't
I
matter.
wouldn't say that, but I've let people use.
I don't
my
let nobody. Well,
car. Yeah, I've let.
I don't know,
I've
man.
loaned my
I
car
got
out
some
before.
family members that's just like family members. You know,
I drove your car
I
one time
got
when
certain
y'all were in the
people
car.
that's
Oh.
that I would let non-family members use and won't let family use.
What?
Yeah.
Like what?
What?
Like I let GCS hold my car.
But you won't let a family? Oh, like another family member.
I don't want to say which family member.
Sound like some biz to me.
No.
Yeah, that's what I said. I will let non-family members use my
Yeah,
car. But like,
all the things that I won't let a non-family member borrow.
Don't use my deodorant. Don't touch my chapstick.
Yeah, you said
yeah, anything in my bathroom.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
my rule is if you borrow it, I'm
It's
gonna
yours.
only let you hold something that I'm willing to let you keep. Cause if you,
So you don't give
cause
it
I
back.
don't want you to be there with me.
Yeah.
That you took it and then bring it back. So anything I let you borrow, I'm willing to let you
I don't
keep.
know if you should have said that out loud.
No, because I do want it back. But if you borrowed it and never brought it back, then that's it for you.
Nah, give me my stuff.
You know, you got it.
No, give my stuff
Give
back.
it back.
Never be
Yeah,
borrowed.
I mean, cause shoes, remember.
What about clothes?
Go ahead and say his name. Go ahead and say his name. Say it. We love him. He changed his name anyway. Go ahead and say it.
He funny, man.
What's his old name?
I was looking for some shoes. I was looking
We love you,
all
funny.
over for these shoes, and I had let him hold them, and he kept them, man. And then later on,
And then he
showed back
blamed
at the
me
show.
and said that
I was
stole.
like, where my shoes at? I was like, these my travel shoes. And he had them.
On the show.
He did a show with him. I was like, "Talk about my shoes."
He was blaming me for months. I'm like, bro,
But he
I live with you. You
but-
know I don't have your
but if he
shoes.
would've- I would have given him.
Man, my sister had my shirt one time for so long I forgot it was mine. I was like, that's a key shirt. She's like, yeah, sure. Give it back.
Oh,
Give it
wow.
back. Nope, give
Oh,
it back.
wow. And you said give it back.
Yes, give it back right now.
Yeah, give it back.
I don't know. 3 things.
Yeah, she
that
forgot she
I don't
missed
know
it.
about letting
Right.
people borrow. Would you let people borrow? Okay.
There's nothing else.
Non-family members
Clothes?
borrow. I'll let anybody borrow clothes. I'll let anybody have.
If I trust you.
Thing.
Clothes.
Is it cute?
I'm saying-
like you can't take a TV or something like that.
Nah.
Maybe
Electronics.
something like a brush or something like with your
No,
hair.
yeah,
but
no.
Hairbrush.
Yeah.
you can have that.
Oh no.
So a non-family member borrow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I
but
can't.
you let
I don't know if I let people borrow. I'm just
No.
no.
Yeah, don't touch my bread.
I don't let people borrow.
Yeah, you
stuff.
just
I
give it
it
away.
I just
Yeah.
give
Nah,
it.
I don't
This
loan
one's
my
yours.
movies
I'll
out.
buy your own.
I don't loan my
Movies?
movies out. See, I collect movies as a hobby. So
Yeah, so
my
many
autographs-
movies.
Yeah.
He ran out of
I go
room.
meet the people. I get their autograph. We take pictures together.
Got a poster
But
wall.
even if I don't have those type, I still don't loan my movies out.
Nope.
I would not. I did that before, and I don't loan them to my family members. Other people that borrow my movies, people who live with me. So if it's lost, at least I got a smaller area I can look for. Like my sister borrowed my movie one time, and I forgot about it. And she lives in Florida, so I go down to her house in Florida. I'm like, yo, is that my undercover brother? And she called an attitude like, it might be. Go ahead and take it then.
That's a yes.
Just ask him because mine is
talking
missing.
about my stuff.
Yeah, I just asked him, mine
How
is missing.
rude.
You happen to have it. Like, do you remember when you got it? No.
She was so upset
I
too.
know to borrow. I don't know if I just give.
Yeah.
I don't know when the last time I let somebody borrow something.
If it's important, then you do better.
Borrow
Yeah,
nothing?
because I don't. Huh?
Nobody borrow nothing from you? Nobody said I need to borrow something?
No.
They say it, but he ended
They
up just
say it,
giving
but I just give it to them.
Yeah.
I don't
That don't
really. That's a trip.
That's just charity.
I don't let people borrow stuff because I don't. In my mind, I'd rather give it to you than you owe me.
That's fair.
I feel the same way. That's why I don't loan out my movies.
Yeah.
Like, if I can't stand to not get it back.
I want to see your catalog, man.
If they don't come back.
Yeah, because like the movies, I mean DVDs are
Takes this
dying
movie
out.
serious.
So yeah, if you don't get it back, then that's it for that movie.
Yeah.
In some cases,
Yeah.
because all services don't have all movies.
True.
Yeah,
Time his
bro.
DVD got scratched up, he had an aneurysm. He was not okay. He was mad. He let somebody borrow it too.
Scratches?
We used to.
We used to have that, but we don't have that now.
We lost it. We lost that years ago.
Fix the scratch on DVD?
They don't
We used
make
it once,
those
and that was it.
anymore.
Yeah, you have to order those off of eBay or something.
What do you let people borrow, Jazz? You don't seem like the borrowing type. Don't let
Just
people
told,
borrow.
Let people borrow your eyelashes.
That's unsanitary.
Tell them to get off of you. Tell them.
I be trying to be nice.
Butterflies.
I be trying to be nice.
All right, 3 things besides luggage you take on a road trip.
Gummy bears.
I need my charger. I need my
Gummy
eye
bears.
mask.
Every
Take me a
trip.
nap.
Gummy
I need some food.
My wife know.
Headphones.
When I get in the car, the gummy bears are already in the door
Gummy
beside my.
bears.
Cause that's
Why
Not
gummy
Little
bears?
Debbie's, gummy bears.
yeah, because
That's
it
so
keep me woke.
random.
That is random.
Gummy bears
Gummy
keep
bears
you
keep
woke?
you
Yeah,
woke.
if I'm driving at night, everybody sleep. I just need
This
something
is
to
why I don't ride nowhere with you. Gummy bears keep you woke.
I need they're my gummy bears.
I eat gummy bears.
The very reason you
But
can't
my
drive me
wife,
nowhere.
I ain't even gotta ask her. When we go road trip, when I get in the car, they right there in the door for me. And she put her feet on the dash and go to sleep.
Is there something special about these gummy bears, or
What kind of gummy bears?
I know.
what kind of gummies you got?
Coffee gummy bears. It's a coffee gummy bear.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Why you keep gummy bears and
You
keep you
got
awake?
coffee dough?
Nah,
That's nasty.
Oh, I'm like,
the Haribo gummy bears, the gold pack.
so, yeah. I like
I just need something to
sunflower
chew on.
seeds.
If I'm chewing, I'm not like gonna nod off.
I like what?
Switch it out.
Yeah.
I get that.
So what do you do if you drive and you get tired? What do you? What's your?
Mona, it's your
Yeah, he
turn.
nudged me. That's what he did.
It's your turn.
Man, my wife feed me up on the dash.
She don't share in the drive when y'all drive to Florida.
Sometimes I don't even really bother her. I just
Just
and
long
I
as
gotta
you
be
got-
like, I can't take
man,
it.
the
For
gummy
her.
bears gonna last a bag probably 2 hours.
No, I take a few. I mean, I'm not asleep the whole time.
He got them
I go 3
special
hours
gummy
before
bears.
without
You got
getting.
spe-
I
you
go
know
3
it's-
hours without
spike
getting
gummy bears.
sleepy.
You got
You got them edible gummy
Oh, he got
bears?
the. Oh,
No.
Yeah, caffeine.
oh, they laced with something.
Not
Come on,
lazy.
Real.
No, those gummy bears. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know.
I
On the
need
road
gummy
trip,
bears.
I like sunflower seeds.
For what?
Just eat 'em.
Just eat them, okay.
I mean, what you gonna do with them? What else you gonna do with them?
I'm saying.
Just look at them.
Trip, you take.
I'm saying, is it to help you stay woke? Is it,
It
to
is.
help
It's
you
a snack.
It's a lot of work to do
No,
that
I mean-
while you
It's
driving.
the same thing.
Yeah.
No,
See-
what keeps me woke if I am sleepy, but I usually when I
Michael
get sleepy,
Jackson.
it's your turn. But the AC blowing in my face.
Turn the AC on.
Man, that makes me
A
sleepy.
playlist. You
And a
gotta have
playlist,
Michael
a dope
Jackson.
playlist.
Yes.
You gotta have a.
Oh,
dope,
yeah, I already
you know,
got that.
My wife likes Sade.
I don't drive with Sade.
I can't listen to
That'd be
that.
relaxing.
I listen to Michael Jackson driving.
Yeah, better sleep.
Have I ever played Sade driving? Never. He got
I
jokes.
say I can't drive and eat sunflower seeds. Don't spit them across your face.
Yeah, I got jokes.
Like, yeah, I can't drive with that. I can't
Yeah, I
ride
need
with
that
that.
Michael Jackson, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah,
I
Earth,
need
Wind,
that
Fire.
catalog.
That'll keep
I
Frank
actually
and
can listen
Beverly.
to R&B the whole time riding. It don't bother me.
Yeah.
It don't make me sleepy.
I gotta be jamming.
Michael Jackson, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and my other two.
Yeah.
Do you drive? You drive to smooth music?
Yeah, I drove 16 hours straight before.
On smooth
On
jazz.
purpose.
On her, like her R&B, whatever. I mean, I might throw some rap in there, but I could listen to that all day. It don't bother me.
Cause you be in there doing that crazy singing and probably doing runs that ain't in the song and all kind of crazy stuff. Yeah.
Nah, man.
What about y'all? What do y'all? If y'all going on a road trip, what do y'all have to take that ain't luggage?
Blanket, pillow. A lot of
Yeah,
times
y'all ain't driving.
on road trips.
They get all the stuff
Yeah.
from sleep. Yeah.
We like to bring trivia, and we like road trivia on road trips. It's like a
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
we
dope.
you
play
take-
the ABC game.
Can you take a road trip without your phone?
No.
I can.
But why?
Well,
But why?
I have
'Cause I'm-
research books.
I'm
and
awesome
I
on road
usually
trips.
Take a book that I plan on reading, but I don't ever get.
So you
around
can
to.
read a book, a regular book.
I actually probably can. 'Cause
Can you?
I'm not doing that.
Or how long do you feel like you could go on a road trip without a phone?
Well,
Like if it's dead, like you can't use it at all.
Okay.
First
I
two
mean, I
hours.
have a phone on
Not
our
even
longest
that long.
road trip, so
Yeah, and that was 2 weeks.
that was
Wait, what?
We went on a 2-week road trip a couple years back.
And you couldn't
Cross
use
country.
any.
I mean, I didn't really have data or anything. I didn't have a phone like.
Back then, I had a tablet that it wasn't like no service or
Yeah.
anything like that. So we used to just spend time with each other, just talk to each
Oh,
other.
I love it.
Talk, trivia,
Trivia.
all that kind of
Was the
stuff.
person that sits in the
Trivia,
passenger
family
seat
trivia.
Yep.
See man, you like dad of the day, bro.
Right?
Like they doing
It's like we
trivia.
back in the day, we ain't had no tablets or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So when we came from South Florida, we had to play make-up games like the minivan game.
Yeah.
What?
How many minivans
my
you
God.
think we're gonna pass by on the way home?
Yeah, we did
And
that.
you counted.
We did that. Yep.
Like 90 minivans. How many,
Yeah,
how
we
many
did that.
minivans you got? 95. I say 115.
Yeah.
And all the way from South Florida back to Georgia, 72.
Yep.
When we
Oh,
played
that's a car. No, that's a truck. No, that's a
the
minivan.
alphabet game, stuff like that.
And out
One
of
thing we used
state
to do-
license
Yeah,
game.
we did that.
Yeah.
The out of state tag thing.
One thing we used to do.
I
When
stayed
you
up.
find,
I used to
find
stay
places
up.
not in the same state as you.
I used to try to stay up the whole day
Couldn't be me.
so that I could go to sleep the whole trip.
And you never did. Did you ever
As
do
a
that?
kid. As a
Oh,
kid.
it's because you,
No, not
you
as
do
an
not
adult.
sleep in the car.
No, I can't sleep on the driver. I don't care how sleepy I can sleep on her and my dad. My mom, I couldn't sleep on her. I couldn't sleep on my mama driving. I can sleep on Mona driving. I cannot sleep on your driving at all. I don't care if I'm.
Doing
I could not have slept for a full week, and I still can't sleep on your driving.
Man, please.
No way.
Yeah.
I never sleep on your
Man.
driving. I can't sleep on nobody driving. Even like when we were taking road trips in college, everybody sleep except me. Because I
I'm the
couldn't
same
sleep on
way.
the driver.
I had to be dog tired.
Yeah, and then I'd be up messing with people putting
Man, I gotta give me a
toothpaste
Usually
on.
I am the driver,
Man,
so
we
I
was
don't
little-
have the option to sleep.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah.
I mean, we have that rule where the passenger
Yeah.
rider has to stay up and keep.
Oh, the passenger have
Yeah,
to stay.
that's the understood rule in my car. If we're on a road trip, if you sit
Nobody
to the
wanna
right of me, you're my DJ, you're my navigator, and you're my conversation. And you're my snack handler. Like if I
My
need your
wife
pass
is
it
a-
over.
I don't know sleep on you.
Pass me them chips.
You don't always,
Which
but
one?
you with them.
And then when we get to the gas station, the kids rotate out, but that's my rule.
You be like, I need a new one.
Yep. Yeah.
Next job.
I need somebody to come up here and make up a
Give me
conversation.
another chip handler.
A chip handler. Man. All right, man. We love y'all, baby.
Man,
Thank
we got
y'all. Oh,
music.
wait. We got new music. We got new music.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, let me get his name right. Two Bigs. No, he said Big Two. Give it to me.
Oh my
Big
God.
two times. 2 times.
2 times.
Yeah. I know he's from Atlanta, but I don't know what side he's from. So let's guess what side of Atlanta
Don't be
he's from.
disrespectful.
I say
East.
I say from the east side. You not from Atlanta? You from the east side? Yeah. I said east side.
I had it right.
Yeah. Y'all give it up for 2 times. Yeah. All right. So now this is a new segment that we're doing where we're bringing on artists to kind of do their thing in the booth. First of all, man, tell us a little bit about yourself. You from the east side of Atlanta?
Yeah. From the east side of Atlanta. I'm 26.
26.
You know what I'm saying? I got married.
Yeah. How long you been married?
I've been married 2 years. I've been with
Yeah.
my wife 6 years, and we've been married for 2.
Man, let me tell you something. I saw a clip where you brought your daughter on stage, and she was like, "Go!" She started dancing. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Yeah, man, that's my oldest right there. That's my oldest one right there,
Hey,
man.
Bob,
So
look at it, throwing the deuces up.
yeah. That's my oldest, man. I got three beautiful babies, man. 2 boys and a girl, and you know what I'm saying. I've been doing music for about 4 years, but I used to do secular music for about 3 years. You know what I'm saying. I've been on this journey. I always had a relationship with God. I always had a calling, I guess. You know what I'm saying? God has been calling me for a while.
All right.
And I always had a relationship with him, even in my secular, days. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on this journey with the Lord for about a year now.
All right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Fully
welcome to the
fledged
kingdom,
on,
big
man.
dog.
Thank you for that. I appreciate
So
it.
tell me about the song.
Well, the song that we about to be debuting today is going to be a song that I just released called To God I Give It All. You know what I'm saying? This song was really a song where I was like, man, if you look back at David, you know what I'm saying, when he used to sing prayers, you know what I'm saying, say prayers to God, he really got personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He really, really got personal with his prayers.
Yeah.
And, this was one of them I have a mixtape that I'm gonna be dropping called it's called To God I Give It All. And the song really was just like, I want to give it all to you. You know what I'm saying? Like everything.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're gonna be debuting today, man.
All right, big 2 times. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Exclusive right here. Bah, 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 in the booth. K-Joe and Kaza.
Yeah. CantonJones, CJ and Kaza.
CJ and Kaza.
Y'all.
Right. Let's go. Turn the band up, man. Relax.
Yeah. Cross on my back, you ain't did it like us. Walking with the Spirit, Jesus Christ, He guide us. To me, take this pain away. To God, I give it all. God on my side, yeah, it's time to pipe up. Angels turn around, we gon' lift His name up. I know you gon' make a way. To God, I give it all. Pull up with the team, Holy Spirit guide us. I put in Jesus on the side, so you stop, get your life up. Angels on my side, get on right, hit on left foot. I think anytime, he'll be fine. Since I'm praying, Jesus on my mind, never mind all these demons. I sit back, recline with the Lord, He's a driver. All you gotta do is give it up, lift your hands up. God came in for the better purpose time. Yeah. God came in for the purpose time. Yeah. Cross on my back, you ain't did it like us. Walking with the Spirit, Jesus Christ, He guide us. Holy Spirit, take this pain away. To God, I give it all. God on my side, yeah, turn the pipe up. Angels turn around, we gon' give His name up. I know you gon' make a way. To God, I give it all. Can I keep it real? I don't trust a lot of y'all ain't true. But I put my trust in God. Gotta give it all to my maker. Pressure been applied, I'ma keep it fly. This ain't no facade, you know we go hard. Ring the alarm, angels lining up for war. You can see my battle scars, I was built for it. I'm just trying to play my part, that's just history. I know God, I give it all. Yes, sir. I know God, I give it all. To God, I give it all. Yeah. Cross on my back, you ain't did it like us. Walking with the Spirit, Jesus Christ, He guide us. Holy Spirit, take this pain away. To God, I give it all. God on my side, yeah, it's time to pipe up. Angels turn around, we gon' lift His name up. I know you gon' make a way. To God, I give it all.
Woo! In the booth. 2 times, let's go. Hey, where can everybody follow you on social media?
Hey man, you can find me on Instagram, BIGG2 TIMEZ, Twitter, BIG2 TIMEZ, Facebook, it's my government, you know what I'm saying? But it's DEE, last name Durham, DURHAM, man.
All right, man. Thank you for coming, bro. I love that record. That's hot.
God, I give it up.
No. It's in his head already. You got a hit. Bless you, bro. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah.
East side of Atlanta in the place. Y'all get this record. Y'all make sure y'all stream this record.
Yeah.
Take the man platinum. Let's go.
Mañana. We gotta win a team by the Luego. Then we hit up with a bada boom, bada bing. You know what it is? Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta luego.
Yeah.
Luego is right there. I thought I was missing something.